Hello.
Yeah.
Hey, how you doing, sir? This is Lauro Herrera calling you here from your and I was calling you back because you did speak with my assistant requesting the state of insurance policies designed for folks here in the state of Texas. And I noticed two things in your file as I was getting ready to close it out today. But one, you did ask us to call you back when we first spoke to you several weeks ago. And then second, based on my notes, never got you qualified. So let me ask you here. I have your last name, age 68. Your mailing address was Michael P. Anderson Lane in El Paso, Texas, zip code 79934. Is that correct?
Yes.
Okay.
Hello.
Hello, please.
Who is this?
This is Lauro Herrera with your.
Yeah.
This is Lauro Herrera with your
Yeah.
benefit program, and I was
Yeah.
calling you back because you did speak with my assistant a few days ago
Yeah.
regarding the state-approved funeral insurance plans designed to pay for your funeral costs one
You're
day.
talking too fast.
Oh, okay.
I don't
Let me repeat.
understand anything you're saying.
Okay, I'm sorry about that. Once again, my name is Laurel Herrera, and I'm calling you
Okay.
from your, and I was calling you back because you did speak with my assistant the other day
Mm.
regarding the state-approved funeral insurance policies to help pay for your funeral one day. Now, I noticed two things in your file this morning as I was getting ready to close it out. First, you did ask us to call you back. And
Yeah.
second, we never got you qualified the other day that we spoke with you.
Uh-huh.
Now, I see your last name is Williams. You wanted to get a quote for more than 20,000 based on my notes. You're 72 years young. Your mailing address is 6. Telephone code is 77087. That's out in Houston, Texas,
All
correct?
is correct. Yes.
Okay. Well, I apologize for talking fast. The last person I was talking to spoke pretty fast, so I was still on that on that avenue. But let me
Right.
share with you the three main reasons why we call the senior or they call us, okay? The first reason is because most senior citizens don't have no kind of a funeral insurance plan to help pay for the funeral, and they truly don't want to burden a loved one with having to pay for one. The second reason, the senior might have a funeral plan in place that they're paying, but they find themselves needing more to help cover the cost. And the third reason, they're just looking to leave something behind to their kids, grandkids, or their place of worship. So in your case, Miss, which one of these three reasons would best apply to you?
My kids.
Your kids? Okay. So I would assume that your funeral's been paid for and handled?
No.
It hasn't?
I had
So,
some insurance with Mutual of Omaha. Some kind of
okay.
way. I did it over the phone, but
Good.
I've had it for about a year,
Okay.
and then some kind of way I called them and told them like they couldn't draft that month. And really, 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 with all my heart, I'm not lying. I just forgot about it. I
Oh, I'm so
forgot, yeah.
sorry to hear that.
And
So you
so
lost it.
yeah, she told me, she wrote me a letter and told me it had lapsed, but I thought I could get
Oh.
it reinstated. And
Typically when that happens, what they want is all the back payments. And most of our clients are
no, no,
senior
no, they
citizens.
didn't want all the back
No?
payments. All they wanted was $139. But at the
Oh, okay.
time, I didn't have it. And
Oh, I'm
so,
sorry.
yeah. But
I'm sorry
anyway,
to hear. Okay,
it's
so you
all
had,
gone now, and so I don't even worry about it. I
okay,
just
so
got to
we're going to
keep
treat it
moving
as
on.
there's nothing in place, and that's okay.
Yes.
You know, but the main thing, there's so many folks out there that just don't have nothing in place, and they're leaving these enormous bills to their kids, when they pass away. And
Oh, I don't
they,
want
they,
to do that. I don't want nobody
exactly.
passing no cups for me.
I understand. And I'm sure that's the case. That's why we're talking this evening. So,
All I want to know is, can I get some insurance with you guys? If I can't, it's nothing else to talk about. I'm
well,
asleep. I was sitting up asleep.
well,
So,
that's a great question. And I'll tell you this much. Absolutely yes. But let me ask you this. It comes down to affordability, right? And
I
let
know
me
what it
ask
comes down to.
and let me ask you a following question though. If something happened to you today, would your family need to inject some cash to cover the cost, or would your estate have enough if something happened to you today?
They probably will. My daughter,
Okay.
she's pretty well off, so
Okay.
they probably would take care of it.
Okay. Well,
But I don't want them. I don't want to. I don't want to leave them like that. And because
right.
I'm a grown, responsible woman,
Yes,
and I
ma'am.
need to have some insurance.
Right.
And I know
Well,
you have to wait for 2 years before. But it's not. I'm not sick. But anyway, you know.
not in all cases, ma'am. Not in all cases, and I'm going to do my best. Mrs. Williams, the process that we use here in the office is really simple. We work with some of the highest rated insurance companies, including Mutual of Omaha, that specialize in funeral insurance. And what I'm going to do for you this afternoon is I'm going to do two things, okay? First, I'm going to ask you some questions to make sure that you qualify for most all the discounts, okay, that are
Shirley,
available to you. And and I would assume that you're looking for the inexpensive plan, correct?
I want $10,000 worth of insurance. That's all I want. Enough to bury me.
Okay.
Enough to bury me.
All right. Well, let's go ahead. And the second thing I'm going to do for you is I'm going to explain to you in detail how this funeral insurance works
Hmm.
specifically for you, as well as your budget. Now, if for whatever reason, ma'am, I can't help you here in the next few minutes, then I'll go ahead and close out your account and we'll both be
Okay.
on our way, okay? All
Okay.
right. Let me ask you this. Have you used any form of tobacco products in the past 12 months? Yes or no?
No.
No tobacco?
No.
Okay. And what is your current height and weight, Miss?
5'7", and I weigh
Okay.
234.
234?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And you indicated to my assistant that you're 72 years young. Is that right?
Yes.
What's your date of birth?
12/4/46.
1946. Okay, let me check real quick. 1946. Okay. So you are 72 years young. Um, yep, you'll be 73 come December. Okay. Let me go ahead and notate that. Mm, all right. Well, you do qualify for most all the discounts as a senior, so congratulations on that front. Now, let's talk a little bit more about your personal goals for coverage. I know you said 10,000 and I'm taking note, but this is really one of the ways I can help you find the best funeral insurance policy. And then that's just making sure that your kids don't have to ever come out of pocket, just like you said. So let me ask you this. If the good Lord called you home today, are your wishes to be cremated or buried?
Well, I had thought about cremation, and
Okay.
I just, but it's, I don't know. I don't know. I guess cremated.
You're cremated? Well, look, I want to provide you with some value in the form of information. And I don't know if you're aware, but the average cremation in Houston, Texas these days is anywhere from 1,000 to $10,000. I don't know if that's what you've been seeing as well.
The you said the expenses for if I died,
Cremation.
yeah, cremation.
Yeah, they're anywhere from 1,000 to $10,000
Well, I have a
there in the
friend that
Houston.
owns a funeral home,
Oh,
a
he
very
does?
close friend, and so she
Wow.
said that a cremation would be about $1,500. I don't know
Right.
about, yeah.
Well, look,
So
I'm looking at several funeral homes in the
Uh-huh.
Houston area to give you an actual estimate, okay, because they work with us. I'm looking at East Haven, Affinity, Earthman, Felix Morales, Sacred Hope, Ross Mortuary, Barkley, Pruitt, and Pruitt's very popular.
I
Mitchell
know.
Frazier, you know them?
I know the man that owns Pruitt.
Okay. They're over there on Liberty Road, and listen to what they're charging. And this is cremation with a viewing and a service, okay? If you don't want that, it's going to reduce the cost significantly. And inputted all your information, and I really got some good news for you. I found a plan that best fits your needs, okay? And I know you want to be cremated. That was the first one. But I also picked this company based on the guarantees that are important to you. For example, guaranteed monthly rates is important.
Yeah.
Permanent insurance that you will never outlive. But more importantly, it's going to protect your loved ones from the financial burden of having to pay for it. I know your daughter's successful, but you said I don't want her to come out of pocket. That's what you
I
said.
don't.
And you know, the name of the company is after receiving the death certificate. This product is a permanent whole life policy guaranteed to never increase in price as it does have a monthly rate lock and your death benefit will remain level and it will never decrease. With this plan, your coverage never changes. You will never be singled out for a rate increase or canceled for any reason when you enroll. And also with this plan, it will be there for your family when they need it the most. So listen to me very carefully. There is no waiting period with this plan, like the ones that you see on TV. Does that make sense?
Yes, you
So,
have to wait at least 2 years with them.
well, not with this
All
plan.
insurance companies.
Not with this plan. With the approved you for day one coverage. Okay? As
They
long
have
as
approved. Wait a minute. They have approved me. Who is you talking about? The insurance company itself?
the company that I'm underwriting you with, they've approved you
Oh,
for
you
day
are
one
not the
coverage. So let me share with you the three options has approved you for, okay? So here we go. Option one is going to be for $10,000, and the monthly enrollment is $84.57 per month, and it would pay
84.
out $84.57 per month, and it would pay out $10,000 cash money to your loved ones within 24 hours of your passing.
Uh-huh.
Option two is a monthly enrollment of $68.50, basically the cost of a large coffee and one of our most popular options. And this would provide $8,000 of cash money to your loved ones upon your passing. And then option three is $44.41 per month, or about $1.85 per day. You know, the cost of a small coffee. And this would provide your loved ones with $5,000 to help pay for your cremation one day. Now, all three of these options, they're excellent choices. They offer the same guaranteed benefits plus your own personal dignity planning membership, which I'm sure you've heard of. And this valuable membership will document all of your wishes upon your passing, and it will eliminate the family squabbles, confusion, or just bottom line, having to pull money out. The basic difference between each one of these plans is just the amount of money you make available to your loved ones. So keeping affordability in mind, okay, as a number one priority, which one of these check amounts would you want us to send to your loved ones when the good Lord calls you home?
That wanna know what we're all about. It's like this, y'all. This is 10% luck, 20% skill, 15% concentrated power of will, 5% pleasure, 50% pain, and 100% reason to remember the name. He doesn't need his name up in lights, he just wants to be heard. Whether it's the beat of the mic, he feels so